Okay. Oh man, hello again everybody. Today we're going to do some Darkest Dungeon, and I do not sound very jubilant because taking a look at it, it looks like we do have to go for the hag. It's our only good mission right now, and it's good to get it done, but I am so prepared to lose somebody on this fight. This is a fight that I do not feel confident with. I've gone through and looked, and what looks best to me is, well, first off, everybody needs to be able to be in the front row. Just because there's going to be a lot of shuffling. We would really like to have like a grave robber or something, but we don't really have one for this fight, and we're trying to go with as many level 2s as we can here. Unfortunately, we're going with 2 level 1s and 2 level 2s, so nobody's going to have a bunch of stress, but this is going to be a little tough. What we're going to hope to rely on is some dodge buffs from our man-at-arms here with tactics, etc. And then we're just gonna pray. What is very important, like I said, is everybody needs to be good in position 1, and not just good in position 1, but needs to be able to hit row 3/4 in position 1. So we've got a Hellion with If It Bleeds, which I'm pretty happy with, and Wicked Hack, and as well as Iron Swan. We don't really need all of these skills, but we're gonna make it do. Riposte is really good in this fight. We do not have a appropriately leveled Highwayman who's not currently busy, so we're still gonna give this a go. But we've got Crush, we've got Defender, or we've got Defender, and Bolster. And then between that and Guard Dog, we're hoping to be able to guard whoever gets out of the pot. If we do manage to do that, we're going to have to see. I'm hoping our damage is high enough that we can just kill the hag. And right now we're just going to try and make sure that we can get enough that our people can survive. So we're going to avoid taking anything that loses us dodge, really. I don't mind this Youth Chalice on the Vestal. We're just going to give her max HP, though. It's not going to help too much against the Hag's Pot. We're going to want the healing skills. Realistically, we're going to want the healing skills. I'm honestly accepting that we're going to get a lot of stress out of this run. We want to make sure that we've got damage on our 2 frontliners here. This counteracts some of the negative effects of Dismas's head. Do we have anything else that gives damage? We really don't. Who's got the highest base here? Damage. So you do 5 to 9, you do 6 to 12. So we need to prioritize keeping you out of the pot and keeping you alive. And I mean, we want bleed chance on you, and I guess bleed chance on you, but we'd love to give you some extra health here, though. You've got 24 HP. It's not awful, and then you might end up having to guard a lot, so we'll give you I'm a little nervous to give the Aria box. I don't mind giving out the heads as much, because giving out the heads they can be found again through secret rooms and through the collector and stuff. The box, we've only managed to get one so far, and the next time we fight a madman and maybe get one, you know, I'd kind of like to be able to get some of the other ones and not have to re-get this one. So normally I would like to not give him the head. I'd like to give him the box, but this will make him pretty beefy, lets him guard. And then honestly, we just want something on you that, yeah, I guess our speeds are awful. But again, I'm not a speed junkie, so we're gonna give this a go. I'm really nervous about this. I think my game sound is a little too quiet as well. Poo. Can I really not access settings from in here? What am I doing here? There you go. Let's crank that up just a little bit. Okay. Let's try this again. We're going to take all the food we can. We're going to take probably 3 shovels. We're going to know exactly where we're going, which is nice. We're going to take some anti-venoms and a couple bandages. We could take some herbs. I don't really think it matters too much. It does apply some debuff, but if anything, we kind of want to do purifying water. I'm not too certain what I want to do here. We'll grab one of each of these for now. We'll end up trashing them later, and we'll just have wasted 250 gold. But we've got a fully trinketed up party. Their skills have been leveled up a little. Oh, shit. Do I have a blacksmith level up? Because this would be a decent chance to spend some money to level up all their weapons. This is important. I do not want to set myself up for failure here. So we're going to try and make sure. How much does it cost to get armor smithing up? We've got 3 slots in here. So we're actually going to do this. And we should have done this beforehand, but reduce the cost just a little. Give everybody just a little bit more base health. Well, it's like 5 extra health for everybody, so, and a little bit of dodge, and we really want that dodge. We don't want to go to the ruins here. We're set up for this. We really want that Book of Sanity. Okay, 2, yeah, we don't need 2 stacks of torches. 2 of those, 1 stack of these minus 1, 1, 2, 3 of these, 1, 2, 3 of these, 1 of you, 2 keys. We're gonna hope to be able to use the dog treats on the actual boss fight. I'm gonna try to remember to use them this time. This is not a usual occurrence for me where I actually plan on relying on them. We're in an interesting scenario. If the hag pulls our Vestal Golem, we're not too bad because we can just probably DPS her down in time. But if she pulls our Hellion, we're a little spooked. So we almost want to open the fight using Guard Dog. Like, we almost want to buff this guy's dodge as much as we can and then just spam Guard Dog on our Hellion. But then if she pulls somebody else, we've wasted turns. So anyways, we're gonna see how this goes. Yeah. So, as much as I appreciate the lore in this game, I will say the boss fights take a while to load in because you have to sit and wait through the quote-unquote cutscene. It's not an actual cutscene, but and the worst part is you know, we're on part 1 of 3. Oh, a beautiful woman is interrupting this guy's research. That tells us nothing. Now we really want to go fight the hag again, and I don't want to do that. Fuck you, game. We got a scout off the bat here, which is nice. We're like, we will make an effort to gather treasure out of this run. What is the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is all 4 of these people die. We lose all 3 of the heads. Oh crap! I can't do anything to stop that. Thank you for resisting the blight. We lose all of the heads. All 4 of these people. The hag is still alive, and rip us. What do we do if somebody dies? I don't have an answer to that question. I really don't. I'm more scared of the spitters when they eventually get to go. We're really hoping that that successfully bleeds. That's good. I mean, that's perfect. We rolled just above the speed on that one. We're hoping for some good dodges and to avoid some webs, but again, this is a composition that should be a little stronger. Relatively, we've got some upgraded weapons. Damn, really? We've got some upgraded weapons, we've got trinkets, and we've upgraded their gear a little. So, I'm hoping to use this as an opportunity to, I don't know, kind of see how some of these easier missions go when we've got a stronger party. We really don't have great stress removal here. No, he's gonna go, because all of our dudes have awful speed. Web is fine as long as it doesn't crit. We're okay with that, even if it stuns him, just because we're gonna finish these dudes off. Let's do this. We've got 2 chances to crit. If we use Judgment, Judgment hits the enemy, giving it a chance to crit, and then it heals our Vestal, which also gives it another chance to crit. So we get 2 chances to crit by using Judgment there. The other thing is we could use the AoE heal, which is 4 chances to crit, but it would reduce less stress on average. We need portraits. We don't really need crests a ton. We definitely need deeds. It's early enough that we could try and leave these onyxes. 3 emeralds and 3 onyxes are each about equal to a stack of gold, so we're going to hope to high roll there, and we're going to hope to make good use of these 2 trinkets. We're getting some good scouting here, but I really don't care all that much about that. And this is another fight. Again, that's not really going to give us any great loot here, but oh fuck. I'm tense, man. I'm tense. This is no bueno. Let's see here. We're getting some good dodges here, which is actually really nice. Because these guys do slowly wear you down with stress, and we can't really stun them. So we could go for an AoE heal, because again, decent chance of removing stress. But we also have a very small chance of exactly that. Of getting exactly that. Getting a crit. No real stress remove, which is unfortunate, but getting a crit, getting another crit, and killing that guy before he gets to act and give us some stress. So we got incredibly lucky there, but I will 100% take it. And man, our man-at-arms is really not doing a ton of damage. Obviously, I mean, I did give him a... did I give him the minus damage? No, I didn't give him minus damage, but he's just got... Fuck, he's got 43 hit points. He's a big boy. And we're going to do the same thing again here. It's very unlikely, like it's an 85% chance to hit, and even then it's only a 7% chance to crit. But yeah, I mean, if we get the kill, we reduce some stress. We are going to be a little greedy here. Hope to get 3 stress off you two. That's exactly what we want. And now we could wait and try to do that again, but we're going to use Crush here. Hope for the little bit of stress reduction. Yeah, right on that guy. I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. This is okay. We don't have any fights coming up, so we can let our torch dim and try to get some better loot out of the pack. And now we've got another scout, so we know exactly when we want to prop up our torch. This is an interesting scenario. I am going to head... We do know that the boss is going to be over here. It's the furthest path. So we are going to take a brief second to go down this way and grab this while it's dark. Unfortunately, I was really hoping to use a medicinal herbs with that, but we are unfortunately not going to be able to. We don't really want to mess with the effigy. Never mind, just kidding. Wheeled Scrounger is not what we needed. It's fine though. And then we'll get this last curio here, and then we're gonna pop up the torch. So here we go. This is exactly what we want. Goodbye medicinal herbs. You were a waste of 250 gold. Okay, and now we've got... Oh, that's not what I want to be doing. We've got enough torches left and more to make our way there and possibly back. We're getting really good scouting. I'm surprised we haven't seen the secret room yet. My wondering is if it's... I don't know. These guys are rough. I want them to be dead about as quickly as possible. So I think we are just going to go for the kill here on each of them, though we'd love to get some stress remove. And then Wicked Hack. Nice. That's perfect. No loot. I'm assuming? No loot. That's fine. That's what we expect. We don't... Ah, fuck. Red Plague. Ooh, that's bad. It's not awful, but it's bad. What do you have? You just have Curious. Why are you interacting with so many? We're just rolling poorly at 20% chance. For Curious or Obsessive? There are 2 of the interaction traits. So for example, we have Necromania here and Bloodthirsty here. I believe he has a 20-25% chance to interact with objects tagged with these sorts of themes, or these sorts of themes, which is why he interacted with that there. But he has Curious. Oh, I think... I don't know. Yeah, I think Curious is just with anything. And we're just getting unlucky rolls. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, but I don't have the trinket for it. Still some meat. That's fine. We'll take it, but we don't have room. So we'll just use it as an opportunity to heal up. And then we have a single obstacle here, which we are happy to use a shovel for. We prop up the torch. I don't know why I say prop up the torch. Should probably say light up the torch. Kick up the torch. Burn up the torch. Time to get lit, yo. 420, blaze it. Something, something, something. Okay, that's good. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any AoE abilities, but we'll finish you off here in such a manner. And then you will crush this guy in the back. Ugh, like, he had a very small chance of getting the kill there, whereas our Hellion is basically guaranteed to kill one. Ah, fuck you. Oh, it missed. Still gonna make one, though. We don't get to do anything when we miss. What do you still get to cytokinese? We don't even get to clear corpses when we miss. You fucking douchebag. Well, let's go for the stun here. Gives us a little bit of torch as well. He's got a 50% chance of avoiding it, but it also softens him up. But just in case he rolled higher than our Hellion. We get to use our last key here, which I am exuberant about, jubilant, overjoyed. We've got some portraits. Hopefully we get more than 3 portraits on this run. We do have a secret door, and we don't have a key. We could wait until after the boss fight to do that, but what we're going to do here is we're going to rest after we get this curio. And we know we're resting right away, so we can... Like, we're really not going to get any gold out of this run. Fuck. We know we're resting right away. I think we leave these. We could get some. I'm just leaving this behind. We're doing one last fight here, and then we're going to rest, and then we're going to figure out what the fuck we're doing, because I have no idea what the fuck we're doing. You do some damage, but we're resting. I'm more scared of you critting. Let's try to take out this guy about as quickly as we can, and then we can focus on doing other things, like stress removal. Especially if we can kill both the front guys, that would be fantastic. We don't really need to focus on you anymore. We could just hack you for like 13. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. And then, of course, set up our riposte. We would like to set up our bolster, and that's possibly better, but we know we're probably getting 2 or 3 different attacks on our man-at-arms at this point. Punishment on the 3rd row. That's not what I expected you to do, but that's fine. That is a lot of bleed, though. It's a little bit of stress damage as well. That's okay. Alright, so you're going to go first, because you've got huge speed. No crits, please. That's fine. He dodges that. That's fine. We could go for an AoE heal, but again, we just want to get some stuns. He's got a 50% chance, but hey, there we go. Sometimes you high roll. I high roll a lot. I'm a very lucky fellow. And then boom, he should be dead in... Oh no, he's... We will take the opportunity to stress remove, though it might not be the proper decision. And yeah, just keep hacking at the big guy. Our Hellion does sick damage, and I'm very excited about that. And we will just finish you off with a riposte refresh, for no other reason than we can and I want to, really. I mean, what other reason does there need to be? This guy has some terrible accuracy. Good golly. They need to hire better help, these people. We're going for the AoE heal instead of the single target heal, because the single target heal is going to overkill, and if we get an AoE heal, we have a slightly higher chance of crit healing this guy and getting some stress removed. And now, at this point, we don't really need to bolster, we just want to take this guy out. Bolster could possibly get us some stuff here, but as long as he doesn't crit on point-blank shot, we should be fine. Yeah, we'll just do it again. Just do it again. We've only got 2 people with stress, and it's really not a lot of stress removed, but we're going to slowly work our way down. We're going to take out this guy, because he's got the highest speed, and that means that we can for sure take out... Oh, Hellion gets to go twice in a row. We'll take it. And it for sure means that we're going to get to go again. Okay, we want to keep our dog treats. Like, I don't want to keep the food, and we've only got 1 rest, but 500 gold's really not worth it. 4 crests might be, but I'm going to play suboptimally because I want to be extra careful in case we hit 2 hunger checks in a row, which I believe is impossible based on the game rules. But we might also get ambushed at night and want to eat. That is another equally viable option. We don't want to revel. We don't want to nerf ourselves for this combat. We absolutely, tactics, party buff. We want to give party-wide protection. We'd love to do... here we go. Prevents nighttime ambush. We need to do this. If we get into a nighttime ambush and it fucks with us, we don't want to get fucked with. Sharpened Spear would be nice, but we've also already got a lot invested. So we're going to pray and give a little bit of stress reduction. Oh shit, right. That doesn't work on you. No, it works on you. Yes, it works on you. Okay. For a second there, I thought that the Hellion didn't get the buff because she is super a-religious, but it didn't say anything about that there, so I think we're good. We've got nothing to do for 1, and we know we're not getting nighttime ambushed, so we're kind of happy with this state of affairs. And now we've got like a really interesting choice. So what I would like to do is disarm this trap while we've got the torch up. And actually, it doesn't matter. This guy's going to do it. But now we're going to go into the secret room. No, I want to snuff the torch. We're going to snuff the torch. We don't have a key. We could actually go to that next curio and hope we find a key. But now we're going to go into here. It's pretty mediocre. And then, with our torch still snuffed, we're going to hope we don't run into the Shambler in this square. And we're going to get this. It's a map. And now we need to... Boom. Torch up. Enter this fight. And pray. So, she's only got 80 health. This is good. We're going to dog treats, Hound Rush. 8 to 12 damage. Okay. So we only need like 8 more hits on her. Who is she putting in the pot? Fuck you. Yes! Oh! And now we win the fight, basically. So we could swing with Wicked Hack for 9 to 18. The other option is we can do If It Bleeds, which does 6 to 12. Crits significantly less likely, and does 6 extra bleed. She's only 20% bleed resistance, so we have a guaranteed bleed here as long as it hits. So I'm mathing for no good reason here, but it's 6 damage. So this is 12 to 18 damage with a lower crit chance, and this is 9 to 18 damage with a higher crit chance. So we're going to go for If It Bleeds. and just add to the dot she's taking. Bosses with 2 actions. Oh, come on. Our low speed is hurting us a little here because we could very much get a riposte. She is 100% stun immune, so we are just going for our highest damage move on our Vestal, whose damage we're debuffing, but every little bit counts. She's already almost to half. I would love to use Retribution, but he could very well just be in the pot next turn, so we could go for just a regular hit, or we could go for a little +6 dodge buff, which is great. It's really good. This is a tough choice. I either want to go for Retribution or Crush. Retribution is great as long as he doesn't get into the pot. Crush is better if he gets into the pot because it's 4 to 7 more damage. We're going to go for Retribution. Hope he doesn't get in the pot. If he does get in the pot, that's also okay because our Hellion's not in the pot. Hellion is in the pot. Okay. Things get a little stickier here, but everyone is still capable of taking actions. We don't really want to beat up the pot. It's got 17 health, and we're just going to pray. Yes, I know we have to strike the pot, but see, we've got Riposte on you. That's an extra 5 damage, and now we just fucking wail on you. We can't eat another dog treats, so we're just going to Hound's Rush again for a nice 18-point crit. Suck it. And I think this is going to be interesting, but as long as these last couple attacks hit, we're not looking bad at all. So she's probably going to do AoE, or the Taste the Stew. Nice. And I think we're good. I'm hoping we're good. One more smack. Nice crit. Reduce the stress. This is really good. She gets dumped out. Fuck. Like we could continue on. We've got enough food to actually just continue on here. We don't have enough torches to continue on, however. So we're going to drop the bandages. We're going to drop these. I mean, realistically, we know that we don't need any shovels, so we'll actually take some of you along. What are we more likely to run into? Kind of neither. We don't need the dog treats. We are going to continue adventuring, just because we're greedy as shit, and we've got enough food to make it for a couple hunger checks. Random combats we're kind of happy to take on now. Our health is fine. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Our health is fine, and now I mean that's basically exactly what we wanted to happen. Now, if our Hellion got into the potted before she got to take those, I think she only got 1 turn. Before she got to take that turn, the fight looks a little worse because she would have taken an extra 10 points of damage from everybody taking their actions. So she would have been at 2, and then we would have had to take a few more actions to kill her. So our Hellion would have been dropped to death's door. We probably could have healed her back up out of it, and we should have been fine because somebody else should have gone in the pot. So I think we were okay, even if we didn't luck sack out of that. But, however, don't get me wrong, sometimes better lucky than good. And honestly, I mean, we're playing Bloodmoon. I half expect that better lucky than good is going to be our motto half the time. I don't really think we need to, like, we could walk around and hope for some random combats, but I think we just kind of take this on the chin. We definitely lose a bit of gold out of this. But we're getting some heirlooms. We're going to pop this last torch. I think we do just walk around for those last couple fights. We're going to get a little bit of extra stress out of it, but hopefully we'll get gold in return. Food we've got plenty of. Case in point. And there we go. We've got some bandages to use here. For some rubies we'll take over the jade. I mean, there's arguments to be made for taking the jade over the anti-venom or the bandage, but if either of these 2 curios are for one of those, I mean, we could take the 50-50 and get rid of one and not the other, but if either of our curios are for one of those things, it should give us more of a benefit. Now, we are going to be out on torch in some of these last rooms, and I don't really want to be in that scenario. So honestly, I would like a random combat right here that we could farm some torch from. Because wandering around at 0 torch is a bad idea, let me tell you. But we're gonna have to. So we're only losing 1 torch per square when we go through unexplored squares. We're losing 7 torch, I believe, in Bloodmoon. When we go through explored, or when we go through explored squares, you lose 1 torch. Using a torch pops it up by 25. Surprise, surprise. When you wander through an unexplored square, it diminishes it significantly more. that is a hunger check, which we're okay with. We almost want to just eat some... Yeah, we can deal with one more hunger check just to make sure that everybody's healthy-ish. We are guaranteed not to be surprised in this combat because... Okay, this is really interesting. So we need to kill the madman, but we could get a box out of this. We're going to take a shit ton of stress from this madman, though. We're getting a shit ton of extra stress. Watch this. We're going to get like 20, 30, 35, 80, 90, 200 stress. I mean, 3 stress per round for 4 rounds, but we'll see. Monster crits are going to be rough. These guys are kind of the devil. They're not really the devil, but they're kind of the devil. And then we'd like to kill you before you get a chance to go. It's not unlikely, but we really want to kill the madman before he gets another chance to go. Unfortunately, she just killed him in 1 hit, so we wasted 1 attack. But this is a great opportunity to get a stun, bump up the torch just a little, and then snuff it again at the end of combat. It's just what we're gonna do, unless we forget because I'm trash, and that's decently likely. I didn't even check to see how much stress you got out of that, unfortunately. They're gonna go first. They got speed of 8, hoping no crits. That little bit of protection he's got from now rabies is rough, but he's already got a disease. He might have to spend a couple weeks in the infirmary getting leeched. But that little bit of protection that we're getting from the prayer buff is actually fantastic. Like you saw, he took 0 damage there, rather than 1. It's just 5 damage, or one damage off basically every hit you take, and that makes me happy. That's it. It just makes me happy. Okay. You need to kill this guy in the front. That's exactly what you need to do. And we are going to snuff the torch again and hope that you get a nice lucky hit, or he rolls low on his speed. Neither of those things are going to happen. He's going to attack first, crit, everybody's going to gain 30 stress. Just kidding. I mean, that gives us another chance to do a little bit more stress remove, because we're probably going to be greedy and go over to here. And we just kill you. Honestly, we probably should have just healed there. Okay. What did we get? We did not get a box. To this point, we only have 1 trinket left. We're gonna drop those. Oh shit. We're gonna take a fuck ton of extra. Oh fuck, he's gotta go to stress relief anyways. You're going to stress relief anyways. No, it's just a little bit of bleed damage, we're fine. 9 stress. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Just want to creep forward until I can see what it is. It is a backpack. We're going to open the backpack. It contains loot, a decent amount of loot. We're going to drop our bandages for this. We could take on this last combat. We know that we're not getting surprised. But my greed has been abated. We've gone through this dungeon basically twice. We've got some deeds. My greed for deeds is significantly less than my greed for portraits, which we only got 4 of. And our gold we did not get a ton of. But natural, I will actually fucking take natural on this guy right now. Healing received, max HP and speed. It means his damage is still going to be mediocre, but it means that we no longer have to worry about his speed being dumpster. I'm actually a little happy about this. Accuracy is fine. I would love to swap these two. Accuracy on our Hellion and healing skills on our Vestal. I would lock in the healing skills right now, even though locking in is brutally expensive. I would. Promise. I don't promise that. I mean, we're pretty happy with how that went. Our stagecoach is looking okay-ish, but yeah, we put Morty in the medical ward. I think we're a little more worried about the minus accuracy, and we're just gonna hope we get lucky. Anybody else have anything? Like Dark Temptation, I'm starting to get fucked by these interaction, but not like that badly. Mostly what I want to get rid of are things like Fear of Blank, like Fear of Mankind, but for 3,500, that can be done later. Although 3,500 is not that bad, but we're back down to this. Like Fear of Unholy. Yeah, but like we're not gonna throw you in unholy things so much. I mean, fuck. I'm really eating my own foot here. Here we go. Tone Deaf. That's a decent one to get rid of. And Natural Swing's really good to lock in, but mostly we are overjoyed with how that worked out. That was absolutely fantastic. Our next run shouldn't be as bad. We'd like to get Pagan Talismans. Oh, wow, Pagan Talisman's good. Minus 10% stress and the 25% damage. Ah! There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. I don't mind that one either, but I don't care about you. Fuck the Arbalist. Get out of here. I do like the Dodgy Sheath for the Highwayman, but 100% our next run is going for this Chirurgeon's Charm. Plus, little bonus, 2 portraits. That'll bring us up to 29, so at that point we'll only need 21 more portraits. We just finished week 13, we're on week 14, so we're on our way to getting a bank. Everybody's really low level. This is interesting. This is gonna be tough. But we're on our way to hitting some of our goals. We're gonna get a Chirurgeon's Charm. I'm cautiously optimistic. So, yeah, I mean, that's about it. So thanks everybody for watching. That was a really easy hag kill, and we didn't get punished for our greed for once at the end there. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.